I'd like to talk about hypnosis and hypnotherapy briefly, and what it is and what it isn't. All hypnosis really is an elevated state of relaxation, but unfortunately, as time has passed over the decades, it kind of gets a bad rap. Often people refer to it as, mystic or magic or very stage-oriented, as you've seen in those stage performances with people clucking like chickens and barking like dogs. And clinical hypnotherapy is nothing like that. All it is, as I said, an elevated state of relaxation, much like when you're waking up in the morning. You still kind of feel like you're out of it and you're comfortable and your alarm's going off and you just want to hit that snooze button. Well, guess what? That's hypnosis. The same thing as when you're falling asleep at night. You get real comfortable and you're starting to doze off. That is hypnosis. So hypnosis is only an elevated state of relaxation. And what happens during that time is your conscious mind is bypassed and your subconscious mind is spoken to directly. Your conscious mind kind of acts as a filter, which is blocking your subconscious. So with hypnotherapy, you're kind of lifting up that defense guard and you're talking directly to the subconscious mind. When this happens, your subconscious, if you think of it as like a hard drive of your computer, and think of the hypnotherapist as a reprogrammer. So what's happening is any of the changes that you'd like to make, and the thing must be that the subject must want the outcome. In other words, you can't achieve something that you don't want to do. In other words, if you don't want to quit smoking, but you have to quit smoking, and I listen for that when I do my consultations, if I hear have to more than want, I usually don't even take the person. The want needs to be there. So that also eliminates that fear of being made to do something that you don't want to do, and hypnosis is impossible. And that's the reason why. The want must be there for it to be effective. So the hypnotherapist will reprogram, install some new programs in your subconscious for you, whether it's weight loss or smoking cessation, fears, phobias, anxiety attacks, panic attacks, if you want to do better in school, if you want to end procrastination, the list goes on and on and on, and we're going to learn about that as we go along. So hypnotherapy is the way to go if you're seriously looking to make a change and reprogram yourself and start thinking positive and getting positive results. I'm here with Damaris. Damaris is a model, singer. We're also actually working on a project together. Damaris does some runway modeling and some print modeling, and tell us about some of the things that you've done. We were just discussing off camera some of the contests that she's won in Hot 97, was it?
Yes. I did a show for Hot 97. I went to an audition. I got it. It was Hot 97 for Summer Jam '07 at the Giant Stadium. I did the fashion show for Inslingers, they called. You can also look me up on MySpace/Crazy Sexy in Love 1, and there's a video there of me doing the fashion show. And also I went on to Z100, and I provided my picture for American Next Top Model, and they chose me out of millions and millions and millions of girls, and I got chosen. I had to compete with other females at Club Studio, New York City, at the Chelsea area.
And you have weapons? Is it a weapon like you challenge the other girls? And
Yeah, with
that's who you
a
compete?
bottle water, of smart water. That was my weapon.
And what else have you done in the past? You've done some print or no print?
No, I haven't done print yet, but no, that's a lie. In 2001,
I thought you were lying.
yeah, in 2001 I came out of a Portuguese newspaper for a fashion show that I did in Robert Tree Hotel in North New Jersey. So that's the only print that I did so far.
And
But
what-
everything else has just been.
Yes. Damaris and I are doing a dance project. Great vocals. Wait till you hear this track. You can get more of that on scottlee.com. We'll fill you in later. It's totally slamming. We're going to be shopping it to some record companies, and if it doesn't get a deal with any labels that we're interested in, it's going to be self-released, so you will hear it one way or another. And a little bit tying in my practice of what I do as a hypnotherapist, Damaris came, it was about 2 weeks ago. We were going to work on the track. I have a studio here, and she just looked horrible. Nothing like she looks now.
My body was aching.
She was just, I mean, looked like she was going to just fall right out. And she told me she wasn't feeling well, and I asked her if she wanted to, I would give her a hypnosis session to help her feel better. And of course, you know, all the doubts come in and what is it, so I explained to her a little bit more in detail what it was and that it was no big deal. We did a session, she was in complete pain, and then after the session, how'd you feel?
I felt great. You get nervous at first, but you know, he made me feel comfortable. I was very relaxed, and it's not like you were actually sleeping, but you hear him speak, and if you feel uncomfortable in any way at that moment, you can always wake up. You control yourself. So after that, it was done. My pain went away. I felt great because everything that I learned from him, it's from the mind. So if you control your mind, you can control your body pain, and he helped me a lot that day because I was really sick with a fever, and the fever went away, my ache and my migraine and my headaches, they were gone after a while.
Gone.
Yes.
15, 20 minutes.
Yes.
Awesome.